Hello, all my beautiful, wonderful, amazing, lovely people, all my shifting baddies. So we're super comfy today. We're super chill. It's Saturday. I don't really feel like doing like a whole hype video, so we're just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna talk to you guys because I should probably put that down because yeah, we're on my bed today. As you can probably see, my tapestry is closer than where it usually is, but we're on my bed today because I don't feel like setting up my camera where I usually do, and my room's also a mess. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about methods. This has been like such a big thing in the shifting community for so long, and I feel like people overcomplicate methods and think that they have to use methods to be able to shift. But we're gonna talk methods today, and I'm gonna talk about what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and stuff like that. So let's get started. Just like my hair, I am side parting it now. Jesus, that side part is gnarly. I'm side parting it now because I'm trying to grow my bangs out, and I don't know if it looks good. Tell me if you like it, because yeah, methods are like such a big topic in the shifting community because some people like think that they have to use a method or they have to use the perfect method and da da da. Nope, you don't. Most of the times that I have successfully shifted and the times that I have successfully like gotten to my DR, I didn't use a method. Yo, I didn't. Um, most of the time I just half-ass it and hope it works, because why am I spending 30 minutes doing a method? Like, that's like too much work, honestly. I'm lazy and I don't feel like doing the most when it comes to shifting, because honestly, shifting is so easy. Like, when I finally grasped the concept of shifting, my mindset became so much clearer and became so much it became so much easier to just do it. I think that putting a lot of effort into your shifting method, see, that's just the thing with me, is that why are we like, what's going on here? Because I remember back in like 2020, 2021, like early shift talk days, that was like a big thing, and everybody was like, oh, the Raven method, the Julia method. First off, you guys named a method after me? That's so cute. Like, people would make these elaborate, complicated methods, and why were we doing that? Like, literally, it is so simple. So, like, for me, I think that what works best, I mean, it's not going to be the same for everyone, because your method is your own. Like, whatever you decide to do, mind you, it's none of my business. And whatever works for you works for you. If you got to do this, you do that. It might not work for me, whatever. So my method is I will do meditations before I actually like do my shifting preparations, whatever. People call it the void state. I call it the void state. Some people call it different things. I just call it the void state because that's what's easiest for me to remember and to conceptualize it. So my void state method-ish thing is I'll lay down in a comfortable position. I cannot get comfortable when I'm on my back like, I remember people would be like, oh, you have to be in starfish position. None of your limbs can be touching, like, whatever. And I'm like, why did we think that? No, so I get comfy. I'm snuggled up with my blanket because I cannot get comfortable on my back. Like, that's like a thing for me. I'm a side sleeper, so I have to lay on my side to be able to get comfortable. So I'll like snuggle up and I'm chilling, and I'll put on maybe a subliminal, maybe a guided meditation, maybe some music. Like, it all depends on what I'm feeling that particular. Damn, people are revving their engines outside. I don't know what car they got going on out there, but it's loud. So anyways, I'll put on like whatever I'm feeling that day. Shout out to my girl Alunir. Everybody in the shifting community knows who Alunir is. I love her void state method videos, her guided meditations so much, because they have honestly gotten me into the void state like a lot of times. Like, even if I haven't shifted that specific time, I've gotten into the void state like so easily. And with the void state, it gets better with practice. Like, with practice, it just becomes easier to fall right into that void state. I'll meditate for 10 minutes maybe, depending on what I'm feeling that day. Because honestly, with me, it all just depends on the day, on what I want to do that day. Because sometimes I have more motivation to actually put effort into my method, and then other times I'm like, I'm kind of over this. But anyways, I like to meditate for a while. I'll visualize my DR. I'll do like affirmations or whatever. I'll kind of just try to connect more with my DR. Guys, who did that? I'm scared. Other times I'll just fall asleep and I'll be like, I'm gonna wake up from my DR. I will. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah. So after the void state, I will go to bed. I will roll over and go to bed. And I know that's like wild. Some people are like, you just go to bed? No, you won't be able to shift. Says who? Who says I can't shift like that? Because it's not me. Don't put your limiting beliefs onto me, Miss Girl, boy, them, whatever you identify as, because I love all of you. Anyways, I will roll over and go to bed. And that has worked for me 3 times. 3, which is crazy. So first time, I was trying to do an awake method. That's like so much work. I don't like awake methods most of the time. I'll do an awake method, but it'll eventually turn into a sleep method because I'm so lazy. It's so bad. But I tried to do an awake method. I went to bed, and then lo and behold, who woke up in their DR? It was me. And then the second time, I actually shifted through a lucid dream, which actually has never happened to me before. I lucid dream quite a bit. I mean, like I said, it all depends on the day, but I do lucid dream quite a bit. And so when I was in the lucid dream, I was like when I became aware that it was a dream, I was like, oh yeah, whatever, chill. And I was like, I could shift through this. Let me try it. And then it worked. And I was like, whoa, I did not expect for that to work, because I had never actually tried to shift through a lucid dream before. And it was such a weird experience shifting through a lucid dream. And I highly recommend it. I think it's super fun, and sometimes in a lucid dream, I will get distracted. Like, I know I can shift through it, but then I get distracted by the fact that it's a lucid dream and I'm kind of just having fun in my dream. Anyways, and then the third time, I said a couple affirmations. I went the fuck to bed and I woke up in my DR. I woke up in my DR, which is crazy. And I know people are like, people will overcomplicate it so much. People will be like, you have to do this, this, and this to be able to shift. You have to drink 1,000,000 gallons of water. You have to clean your whole house, blah, blah, blah. You have to read your script 1,000 times. And it's like, why are you guys making it so difficult? Like, why are we doing this? Like, it's so genuinely easy, and it kind of baffles me, the fact that people make it so difficult and such a convoluted thing when it's not. It's literally so simple. And I think that once people realize it, and once it starts clicking that you don't have to, do 1,000,000 different things to be able to shift, that's when it really starts to move forward. Because honestly, that's what happened to me. Y'all, I thought I had to do 1,000,000 different things. I had to be in starfish position. I had to la-di-da to be able to get to my DR. And then when it didn't work over and over and over again, I became discouraged and I was upset that I wasn't able to shift. And then once I started kind of like being like, oh, this, like, I don't have to do that, that's when it really started propelling forward. And that's when it really started to click to me. It's not clocking to you. Sorry. That's when it really started to become such an easy thing for me to do. And I think that that's so, like, such an amazing thing, because you don't need to overcomplicate it. It's so easy. I like to just roll over, go to bed, hope it works. But sometimes I will put a little bit more effort into it. Like, I'll meditate for longer, whatever. And I think that helps, definitely. I prefer sleep methods. Like I said, I prefer sleep methods because, honestly, when it's nighttime, I've taken my meds, I've eaten dinner, I'm tired, y'all. When I tell you I could sleep 20 hours, I could sleep for 2 days if I was uninterrupted and I just didn't have to do anything. I am such a heavy sleeper. Like, it's so bad. But I get tired. I'm tired. So when I do want to shift, I will do my meditation, then I go to bed. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I know that waking up in your CR or your shifting attempt not working can be such a discouraging thing. It can be such, like, it can make you feel bad about yourself, because, like, I know that is what had happened to me. That's, like, a thing. It's, like, it makes you feel kind of, I know for me, I was kind of mad at myself. I was like, why do I keep waking up in my CR? And I think that once I started realizing that it's not this completely complicated, unattainable thing, that's when it started to really go forward. And that's when my shifting journey started to find its rhythm. Something else that really helps me when I am in the void state and when I am meditating and kind of aligning myself with my DR, what helps me is visualizing. I know that some people can't visualize. I know there's a name for it. I can't remember. It's like antiphasia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But visualizing helps me a lot. Like, and not even just visualizing, like, my DR. Oh, yes, visualizing my DR. Okay. Like, what I'm gonna do when I first get to my DR. Like, what time of day is it gonna be? Like, using all of my senses and using every inch of my brain power to, align. And things that I don't want to do, if that makes sense. Like, your DR, it's a real place. You're gonna have shitty days. I mean, life is life, and you're gonna have bad days, and you're gonna have mundane days. And so sometimes I think helping me to align with my DR is thinking of the boring things. And I know that's such a weird thing to say, but that helps me. Is, oh, like, damn it, I have to go to school today, or like, fuck, like, I have to clean my room today. I think that helps with normalizing it and making it seem more real to me, because if I'm thinking about all of the action and all of the crazy scenarios and all of this, that, the third, everything, I think that is such, like, it puts my DR on a pedestal, and it makes me think, like, oh, like, am I, like, it puts doubts. But when I think about little mundane, boring things that's going to happen in my DR, that makes it so much more real and so much more, like, attainable. Another thing is that the void state is really helpful for me, and not even in a shifting sense. Like, shifting, obviously, like, the void state method, people use it a lot for shifting, but I think that it can be helpful for a lot of different things. Manifesting is one of them. Like, because people are weird when I say that shifting is manifesting. Bear with me, because when you're manifesting and you're aligning yourself with that desire that you want, baby, you're shifting. Baby, you're aligning yourself with your desired reality. It might not be a completely different, thing to this reality, your current reality, but baby, that's your desired reality. That's your desired outcome. That is shifting. And people don't want to hear that. Anti-shifters who are also witches or manifestors or like engage in spiritual activity, that, like, they don't want to hear that they're shifters. You are. Like, and I'm not, like, you don't have to put that label on yourself, but if you're gonna hate on us, you better not be manifesting or doing any of that. Oh my god, there's a bug in my room. Going back to, like, the 2020 methods and shift talk, I know that was a rough time for us all. Looking back on it, like, literally, what were we doing? Like, it's such a, like, weird thing to look back on. But like I was saying, like, people would make these, like, odd methods and these, like, bro, when I tell you the chokehold that the Raven method had on early shift talk, I'm telling you, everybody was using it. Everybody was hyping it up. If you're gonna make, like, a 1,000,000-step method, like, why do that when you can just shift? Like, putting all your energy into doing each and every step, doing this, that, the third, that I feel like is kind of limiting you in a sense. It's limiting your ability to align with your DR because you're so focused on what you're doing here, if that makes sense. Like, when you're focused on your body, on this physical body, and on your CR and what you're doing in your CR that makes it hard for you to let go. Which shifting, you gotta let go of this physical body. You gotta accept that we are just consciousness. We're just consciousness, and we're just awareness, and this physical body isn't us, you know? Like, it is us, but it's us in this reality and in this moment in time. And you are so many things all at once. So when you put all your focus into this body, that limits you. Moral of this very disorganized video is you do not need a 1,000,000-step method to shift. You do not need certain things to shift. You don't. It's like that. Shifting is like that. So if you want to roll over and you want to go to sleep with your intention, do that. Just put your all into that. Don't put your all into this CR body and into doing crazy methods. Just shift. Just shift. I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.